everyone, it's Jenny here, and I wanted to make a little video talking about different ways that we view food, how we see food, and what it does for our body, specifically plant-based foods. So that's what I want to dig into today, and I want to get started with talking about different ways that we view food. Some of us view food as health. We see the health benefits that it has for us, and we think about health constantly when we're viewing different foods. What is this food going to provide for my body? If I'm feeling a certain way, maybe I feel like I'm getting sick, what kind of foods can I eat to help my body to feel better? And some of us view food as maybe out of fear. We're afraid of food, and that can come from so many different angles. It could be, being afraid of what ingredients are in this food. Do I know what's in my food? Is there anything that I would be sensitive to or allergic to? There could also be fear around, what kind of preservatives is my food made with? There can be fear around that, and what is that doing to my body, and what food should I be eating and should not be eating? Food can also be fearful and as seen as numbers, in terms of numbers like measurements, weight, counting calories, and that can be very consuming to us. So for a second, I want to go back and talk about food as in terms of health and how amazing these plant-based foods are. They're here naturally, organically. They were put on this earth for a reason, and that reason is to nourish our bodies and give us energy and fuel us so we can thrive and we can live. And so I want to start by thinking about food as, it starts out from a little seed, and we plant that seed in the ground. Oftentimes it is watered, and that seed is nourished and it grows, it sprouts. And as this seed grows and this plant grows, it is grabbing these amazing minerals from the earth that is going up through the roots of this plant. And as this plant grows, it's creating these amazing phytonutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. Everything about this plant is so powerful in its healing abilities for our body. And then we pick it and we eat it, and maybe we cook it. And this food, because of how it's grown, it has so many different health benefits that it provides for us. It's like a super vitamin. And that is what I kind of want to talk about. And then I want to talk about what this food is doing for the inside of our body. And I feel like oftentimes we don't think about the inside of our body as much as we think about the outside of our body. So on the outside, we're thinking about image, we're thinking about, are we fit? Are we at the right weight that we want to be at? But let's look at the inside of our body. So on the inside, there is this whole other world going on, an ecosystem in itself. If you can stop for a second and think of the inside of your body as its own world, its ecosystem. It is made up of so many cells. Mainly, our body is made up of cells, and these cells are alive and living and communicating with one another and working together, informing our body and making sure all of the systems within our body is working. So these cells actually, they bond together and they create tissue, they create skin, they create the organs inside of us. So our cells are very important to make sure that they are healthy. Also, there is trillions of microorganisms within our body, and these trillions of microorganisms are making sure that our body stays clean and healthy. It's important that the foods that we put in our body are taking care of these microorganisms so that they are strong and able to fight off diseases. When our body comes in contact with germs, bad bacteria, these microorganisms are hard in fighting them off to make sure that they can fight that off, that we have a good immune system. They are equipped to fight for us. And eating all of these amazing fruits and vegetables is providing optimal health. And when we have all of this thriving within our body, it is creating homeostasis within our body. Everything is working together beautifully. We have our cells that is providing normal cell growth. They're healthy, they're not abnormal. We have our microorganisms that is fighting hard to keep our body healthy and free of disease. Our liver is working hard. That's the filtration center of the body. And this is optimal health. Every system affects the other system. And if one area gets off in our body, then it can throw off the entire system, the way our body works. One way to think about this is think about a cobweb, think about a spider's web. And those big, round, beautiful webs that start in the middle and they circle out and they make this big web. If you were to take a piece of this web and pinch it, where say this is the piece of the web that is not in balance, it's something, it needs attention. When we pinch that part of the web, the rest of the web is actually affected too. It gets pulled and shifted and stretched to this area. Everything is getting pulled towards this pinch, So oftentimes I think, we feel like, oh, just because one area in our body is off, it's okay, we can fix it. But we also have to remember that when one area is off balance, actually our entire homeostasis is off balance. So that's why it's really important to make sure that everything is healthy and thriving. And one of the best ways to do this is through eating rich, nutrient-dense, plant-based foods that is giving us all of the minerals and vitamins and antioxidants and everything that our body needs is coming from plants, really. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that in a different way that we can look at food to see it for this amazing health benefits that it provides to us, thinking about it in terms of medicine, and also just giving us a different way to look at our body, to not see it so much all the time as an image, but to also take notice about the amazing, thriving ecosystem that is also happening inside of us. All right, so I hope that, you took something away from this. I hope that it helped you. I would love to hear your feedback and your comments, and I hope that you have a great day.